Hello my friends, my family, esteemed colleagues. Let us talk a little bit about eyes. And one thing in particular, and which is cataract. Now, what is cataract? Some people develop a milky looking eye. Okay, they start first seeing little fuzzy, they need more light to be able to see. And their eye slowly develops a white covering. Now, this white covering then interferes with the light and makes difficulty to see. Now, what are we being told about cataract in the school? That who gets cataract? Well, it's the old people. It's a natural deterioration of the eye. Well, I don't see it in animal world, in the nature. It doesn't happen. So why would it happen in people? So we are being told, well, it's a sunlight. Human eye is really not designed for these conditions on planet Earth. We must be extraterrestrial creatures because no other animal needs eye protection, but we do, because if we don't protect our eyes, we are going to come up with eye diseases, of which the most prevalent would be cataract. And every older person almost basically gets cataract. Now, of course, there are people who are more susceptible to cataract. Again, we are going for statistic, because doctors don't understand the body. So to figure out who is most likely to get a cataract, they have to go through statistics, and then they discover that, okay, people who already have some kind of a chronic problems most likely will be the ones that will get cataract, especially those, let's say, with diabetes, okay? General inflammations in the body. But primary risk, well, let us check. Let's go here, Mayo Clinic. These are experts, right? They must know. So, of course, they say, well, cataract, we have different types of cataract. We have a nuclear cataract. This sounds terrible, nuclear cataract, wow. Well, it means that the cloudiness starts in the center of the eye. So because of this, you have then cortical, you have a posterior, anterior, and it depends on where in the eye it's going to be. So now there is, again, mouthful, posterior cataract, or anterior and posterior cataract. Oof, this is something. Baloney. Okay, anyway. So now you know more about cataracts, right? Risk factors. Let's check it out. Age. God did not have idea what he was doing when he was creating human. Animals, perfect. Human, God screwed up. And here we go with a cataract. You get older, cataract. Yeah. That's it. And as I mentioned, diabetes, excessive exposure to sunlight, because we are being told, yeah, ultraviolet light is hitting us, and this is what causes, and this is why now we go into alternative medicine freaks saying, yeah, you need antioxidants. You chew on your carrot and you'll be fine. Obesity, that causes cataract. Yeah, obese, most likely you're going to get cataract. Of course, then there is this genetic factor. Somebody in your family had cataract, that's it, so what can we do? It's your ancestor. Okay, so what is the prevention? Let's stroll here. Prevention, okay. have regular eye examination. Bingo, how do I think about it? Okay, so you go to have eye examined. And then if they notice that you have cataract, well, at least they have noticed it in time. Okay, so quit smoking. Okay. Manage other health problems. Wish you good luck. Find me a doctor who knows how to manage problems other than putting you on pills. Choose a healthy diet. Another good one, you know. You go to alternative medicine, yeah, eat veggies, fruits and veggies. This is going to protect you from cataract. Beautiful. Of course, the gem, wear sunglasses. Since God screwed up, you put shades on and now you are okay, you are protected, or at least hat with a big brim, so you kind of avoid this UV glare that may come to your face. Oh, okay. Now, let me see what else interesting we can find here. Well, basically, this is it. National Eye Institute. Basically repeats the same baloney. And now, of course, am I risk of cataract? Yeah, you are risk of cataract if you smoke. If you are if you're living in nature and looking too much into the sun and being exposed to the sun glare, you know. So what causes cataracts? Okay, let me check this stuff. Okay, most cataracts are caused by normal changes of eye cycle in aging process. Okay, so you're getting older, you're getting cataract. Don't worry about it. This is God's fuck up. Okay. They say breakup of proteins in the eye, which is a natural process, and of course it can be sped up if you have some chronic disease, no? How to prevent cataract? Okay, let's see. Let's see these experts, eye experts. Wear sunglasses. Bingo! How did I not think about it? Quit smoking. All right. Okay, what else do they say? Yeah, eat plenty of veggies and fruits. All right, that was close, no? Okay. And what? Get dilated eye exam. This is going to prevent the cataract. Get the dilated eye exam. Oh my goodness. And the treatment of cataract. Okay, let's see the eye experts. Institute for Eyes, okay? So, what treatment is for cataracts? Use brighter light when reading. Phew, excellent. Wear anti-glare glasses. All right. Use magnifying lens. You prevent cataracts. Schmucks. Okay. Well, do we have to continue? I think you get it. So, let's forget doctors and ophthalmologists, specialists. This is why I call them mechanics. Okay? And doctor mechanics, yeah, because doctors describes someone who has no idea about the subject that he is talking about or dealing with, and that absolutely has no clue how to prevent or cure, or cure, no, not even curing. They call it cure. Healing, forget it. Okay, so let's get to the chase. The only option to people when they get cataract is surgery. And what do? They take the lens out because it's foggy, and they put artificial lens in. And then, of course, the artificial lens does not work perfectly, so you end up still having glasses. Now, what is cataract? Well, they say correctly, it's when protein in eye lens starts showing up. What is eye lens? Eye lens is basically a sack of well-hydrated protein. It is like egg white. When you open the eggs, when egg is raw, you break the egg, what you find? Egg yellow and egg white. But the egg white is actually transparent mucus. Well, this is what eye lens is. Transparent but very clear mucus. Mucus is the protein. And basically, there are muscles around this lens, and when muscle relax, lens becomes roundish, and you can see in a close proximity. As you put things further away, now you have to readjust the lens, so the muscle tighten up and make the lens a little thinner. They break down the concavity a little bit, and what happens? You see now on a distance. Now, with cataract, the only thing is that we see happening is actually the white thing, white glare. It may start in any part of the eye. Now, we are being told again, it's caused by light, by oxidative stress, all the general balonies, and now, of course, alternative medicine jumps and goes on veggies. Well, none of it is correct. What happens with the protein when you heat it up? When you heat up the protein, at a certain point, usually 55 degrees Celsius, the protein breaks down. It unwinds and breaks. Same like cellulose breaks. This way protein just breaks up. When that happens, it loses water. So what happens with the egg white, when you start cooking it, boiling it, or frying, doesn't matter. So you start increasing the heat, and at one point, the temperature reaches 55 degrees Celsius, and all of a sudden the protein starts breaking. And as it breaks, it starts losing water. As it starts losing water, it becomes white. Because now you can see the protein without water. Water makes it transparent. It's like a collagen fiber, basically, but very, very hydrated. And longer you cook it, more water it loses, the whiter it becomes. And when it loses all the water, the protein is unwinded, whatever the proper way to say it is, lost the water, and it compacts and becomes dense. If you eat such stuff, you cannot digest it. This is why when you eat hard-boiled egg, it sits like a bullet in your stomach, and then gives you gases because it needs bacterial decomposition to start taking it apart from the outside. It's a long process, produces gases, stinks, and creates digestive problems, digestive issues. But now going to eye, you are not cooking eye, you are not boiling eye. So why would boiled egg have anything to do with your eye lens? Well, basically because egg white and lens are almost one and the same. So why does eye lens become white? Well, old people have it, okay? Older you get, more likely you will have it. But not only old people. People with diabetes. People with chronic diseases. Now, high blood pressure, it's chronic disease. So why would now these people be more susceptible? Why cigarette smokers? And I have to add here, garlic eaters, because nobody knows about the freaking garlic, okay? Or not only garlic, everybody who eats a lot of turmeric, a lot of ginger, will also be in higher risk. Why? Because all these things, everybody in this category has one thing in common, and this is cellular dehydration. So, as you are preventing cells from hydrating because you are intentionally munching on poison, here we can add coffee, alcohol, any kind of medicine or medicinal remedy. So, as you are preventing cellular hydration, you are going to dehydrate on cellular level. So it may happen that your muscles on a cellular level dehydrate faster. And now, when we talk about eye, now the muscle cannot properly pull the lens. So what happens? You become short-sighted. You can see on a close proximity, but lens cannot be stretched, so you don't see further. Why not? Two problems. Your muscle is not working properly when it's dehydrated, and second, dehydrated tissue becomes less flexible. So it needs more power to stretch the cell, to flatten it, so you can focus on a distance. On the other side, once when the eye lens becomes thicker, becomes dehydrated, even when the muscle relaxes, now the eye lens cannot properly relax. So it stays and it's dehydrated, so it basically is flatter than it should be, and then you cannot see the close, so you have to put things further and further away. Why? Because you are dehydrated, or your eyes are dehydrated. So if you continue with dehydration, now what is prevention in doctor's view? Put glasses, brother. If glass is not that enough, I'll put magnifying glass. You know, I know my grandmother was using this huge glass and reading like this Bible so she can see it, and to make her eyes better, because this is what will tell you now these alternative medicine experts. Garlic every day, spoon of garlic with olive oil, and you munch this, and this is good medicine. Well, she was doing it and she completely lost eyesight. Okay, and now what the expert doctors can do is cut the eye open, take the lens out, pop new lens in, close it. Okay, you see, we know what we are doing. We have healed you. No, not healed, we have cured you. Okay. So, I did experiment since I realized that problem, it has nothing to do with light and gut screw up. I did some of the crossings across the Atlantic on my yacht without sunglasses. So you are there on bright light and UVs hitting you from above and bouncing off the water from below. Normally sailors have these really heavy protected sunglasses, dark sunglasses with reflectors. Well, I decided to do the experiment and go without it. And I did a couple of transatlantic crossings and then years of sailing without glasses, sunglasses. Yes, at the beginning I was using them, but then when I started researching and wanted to make the experiment. Well, let me try. And of course, now when I was 47 on my last transatlantic crossing, when I was coming back from Europe, all of a sudden in a cabin I couldn't see the chart. So I had to put light on. I said, wow, what happened? So when I get to St. Martin, I went to check my eyes, and of course they gave me prescription. I was healed. Well, they didn't sit well with me. I was 47 years old and I was hating these glasses. So I didn't use them. Instead, I went researching. And I found out that the only thing that can help me with stopping deteriorating my eye and developing cataract is hydration on cellular level. Hydrate the sucker. So I figured out, again, a lot of experiments, which way can hydration be done. Because it's not easy to hydrate cells, because many things interfere with cellular hydration, especially those that we are being told that we should do to be healthy, like eating antioxidants. Okay? So now I'm 65, and as you can see, I do not use any glasses anymore. I have healed my eyes, and I can see normally like anybody else. So, as you can see, all this knowledge that we are wasting, tons of money paying universities to give us knowledge, and what we get? We get fake understanding of things, and we don't know what to do. So don't tell me you are a doctor and you know what you're doing. If you're a doctor and your knowledge came from the books that you are reading, you have no clue what you are doing. With the exception, of course, doctors are very good in treating a symptom. So if you have emergency, perfect. But to prevent disease, to heal, they have no clue. So, guys, rip those diplomas or go investigate and start learning the truth and start actually helping people and heal them. So, God didn't make any mistake. We made a mistake by starting to eat the forbidden food, which is glucose, which is plants, and being afraid of salt. And this is more and more I understand the body. I see that it is deliberately done, and it was done long time ago, probably also came from Anunnaki, same like the forbidden fruit that is described. I think this from the same people, because these two things are what creates havoc in our system. Without salt, without minerals, sea water salt, okay? Nothing else. It has to be from the sea. And eliminating the forbidden food from your diet, and you not only that can live healthy for 600 years, but you can heal any problem that you have, basically. And this is why the Self-Healers Protocol is such a powerful tool, because there is no disease that it is not going to help you with. Most of them it will heal. Sometimes problem is deep-rooted, involving also a mental aspect to it, which again will be addressed But people do not have power, willpower to do it, because we like things the way we are, the way they are. So we like our beer, we like our coffee, we like our steak a la carbone, overcooked eggs. We like our bread, our pasta, our pizza, our cookies. And we are not willing to sacrifice, because to us it's a sacrifice to do this. And yeah, I have urges. And occasionally I go and I have a pizza, and occasionally I have a big cake, or I have a liter of ice cream, but occasionally. And then I try to clump it on at the same time. So this way I have my fill of the garbage, and then I have 2 days of cleansing, and after that I again hydrate and live healthy. So how to prevent cataracts, or better yet, how to heal, okay? Not cure, how to heal. Hydrate. Now, hydrating eyes, it is extremely difficult. Why? Because once when you go already and you have dehydration problem on cellular level, in such a level that your eyes are failing, especially you are getting cataract, which means also that all the capillaries, because eye lens and most of the eye is not really supplied with the red blood. You would see red blood vessel. It is only supplied with capillaries, which means it is being nourished and cleansed by plasma, lymph. And lymphatic flow is very slow in majority people, especially us sedentary people that sit behind computer most of the day or sit with clients. So what happens? The heart runs slowly, circulation is slow, which makes a very low vacuum, and our lymph is basically stagnant, does not move. And now we all have a low level of plasma, unless we know the truth and we start hydrating with plasma. So we have low level of plasma in the blood, which means we don't have enough blood in circulation. And since blood low on plasma cannot detoxify, cannot cleanse, because organs for cleansing need a lot of plasma, a lot of water. So what happens that the blood becomes toxic, cells cannot hydrate with toxic blood, and blah 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 blah, and here we go to the same problem like any other chronic disease. Only now we are talking about eye. And now your capillaries are also thick and the passage is smaller, so what happens? The plasma from the eye drains with difficulty. You may have problem with high pressure inside of the eye. You may have problem with the dry eyes. Of course, you are dry on cellular level. Eye cannot flush. This is why you may have allergy in the eye, pollen, and right away your eyes swell, because they are dry. They cannot cleanse. And this is why the swelling, because through inflammation, increased pressure on the outside of the cell pushes extra water into the cell, makes it able to then hydrate a little bit and to push this drop of water out to flush the irritant, foreign protein, from the cell. But since the circulation is undermined, healing is very slow. And once when you start hydrating, the cells are toxic. So as they are toxic and they start hydrating, they start throwing toxins out, and the eye may get cloudy. So you may even have worsened eyesight first before it all starts cleaning up. But it is a problem. But don't wait. Don't go to that stage. Don't even wait for any problem to show up. Start loading on plasma, because we are living in a highly toxic environment. We are being poisoned through food, through artificial poisons, through bad choices in food, artificial poisoning, through the air, through the food, through what we drink, through electromagnetic frequencies, radiations, through sound. Any way possible, they are poisoning us. Just listen to this horrible, horrible sound of modern music. Makes me cringe. So, hydrate. And you will not only prevent cataract from appearing, but if already you have some eyesight problems, they will start going away. But like with every other chronic health issue, if you have chronic health issue with symptoms, now when cell starts hydrating and cleansing, they throw toxin into the blood, and you actually start feeling worse because the blood becomes more toxic than ever before. And all the symptoms rise like on steroids until blood gets cleaned, and little by little you cleanse the cell and you start feeling the benefits of it. Again, with eye or with brain or with joints and bones, healing is slower than, let's say, recovering your blood circulation or your kidney or your liver or prostate, because they depend on a lymphatic system. This is why exercising is crucial, to speed the heart up so there is more vacuum and lymph starts circulating faster. And then it gets cleansed when it comes into the blood, and then new lymph, fresh lymph gets secreted from the blood back into the lymphatic system, into the eyes, into the brain, into bones. So the healing occurs, but it is delayed. You can speed it up by using Beck's blood electrifier. And on eyes, you can also use Beck's magnetic pulsar. On the brain as well, on the bones as well, on joints, you can use magnet. Magnet therapy in general is going to work, but with hydration, not alone. You gotta hydrate. And remember, cellular hydration is not going to happen if there is some toxic element in the blood remaining. And you can have perfectly clean blood and you do everything right, but then by mistake you eat someone's food that has turmeric in it. Bingo! Prevents cellular hydration until turmeric gets cleansed from the body. But our naturopathic experts are telling us, no, 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 it's a great antioxidant, it helps with the eyes. Yes. It's not the way we think. Okay? No plant is our helper. They only help us through toxic reactions in a case that we have some issue and then we want quick patch job. Same like medication. Same happens with medicinal remedies of plants. Nothing else. So we got to know the truth, and we got to change our life. You can prevent cataract, you can prevent Alzheimer, you can prevent glaucoma, you can prevent anything by changing your diet and increasing plasma level in your body by drinking plasma. Forget about chelation, forget about gaining minerals in the body through eating vegetables. Ain't happening. It's a cellulose. It's a paper. Unless you cook it. When you cook it, glucose. So, and phytotoxins. Phenols. You don't want these things in your body from plants. I hope that this made it clearer for you. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Use the self-healers protocol. Soon we'll have electromagnetic, frequency-based healing machines. They're already available, but not to us. So when we get free in about 3-4 months, all this new technology, and will be much easier for us to heal, simply changing frequency. Because remember, everything is just frequency. Okay, so for now, there is no other thing we can do but hydrate and change diet. Thank you for listening. Love you all.